Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Water Bearer podcast. So, as you know, this season we're talking about the ick of every zodiac sign, and tonight we're talking about Sagittarius. So, before we dive into this topic with tonight's guest, Karlon, my great friend and frat brother, we're going to do a few preliminary things before we get started. So, again, welcome to the show. You can catch the drip every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. If you've been here every episode, also welcome to you too. And while you're here, if you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that you can join the Drip family. And like I've been saying here this season, sharing is caring, but subscribing is thriving. So, hey, we want to thrive. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. And also, if you haven't already done so, you can follow me on social media on these platforms on Instagram at Poetic, and that's Peauxetic, and on TikTok, almost the same name, just except with the 7 at the end. So that's Peauxetic with the number 7. You can also follow tonight's guest, Karlon, on Instagram and most other major platforms except for Twitter. And that's at K Strather. So that's spelled Kstrather. So, you know how we kick it off here. A famous Sagittarius is Jay-Z. So I always do a famous person of the guest. So in case y'all didn't know that, he is a Sagittarius. And so Karlon, I have known for now it was been over 20 years. I think it's been like 21 years or so. And I know that we're doing the ick tonight of guests, but I have to say this, and I think I told him this before, but I want to say it too publicly on this platform. Um 20 Well, I think it was maybe oh 06, oh 07, 2006, 2007. I was in the hospital and they found out it was a cyst on my small intestine. And to this day, don't know what caused it. It just went away. So went away on its own. Thankful to God for that. But Karlon, I don't know if he remembers this, but he was the first person to come see me in the hospital. So I never forgot that. I always been a stand-up guy. Like I said, great friend. Um, so wanted to get that out the way before we get into this ick conversation of Sagittarius. So no, he's definitely been a great friend to me over the years. And so just a little bit about Karlon. He is a Dallas native. He works in retirement services and he represents Sagittarius to the fullest. So I can't wait to get into this conversation. And also, he is a member of greatest fraternity, in my opinion, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Karlon in.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up,
Hey,
Carlos?
hey, hey, what's up, Karlon? Thanks so much. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate you for inviting me on.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And so, if you don't mind sharing with the viewers and the listeners when your birthday is.
My birthday is December 3rd, so I'm one of those early Sagittarius. It's not the
Okay.
November ones, but yeah, I'm one of the early ones. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So you're actually a day before Jay-Z because he's the fourth.
yeah, December 4th. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, one of my like I'm a biggest fan of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Um
Jay-Z is dope.
I think one of his songs, I forgot which album was, but one of his songs is called December 4th, something like that. But
Oh, yeah. I
yeah,
know. Yeah. I know what song you're talking about. I can't think of what album it's on, but I know the song. Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I remember when I crossed, and another brother was taking me home, and he played that song. What more can I say? You know, from the I
Oh,
think it
yeah.
was from the same album. Like
Uh-huh.
it's crazy that you brought that up. But yeah, definitely
Huh.
Sagittarius vibes with Jay Z. Like
Yeah.
it's coming strong. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, hey, that's what's up. And speaking of births, you have some exciting news that you recently shared that you and your lovely wife are expecting a baby
Uh,
soon.
yeah. We're expecting a boy.
Okay.
You know,
Congratulations.
he's gonna be coming soon,
Hey.
late January. So yeah, we're real excited about that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, late January. He gonna be close to my birthday. He gonna be an Aquarius.
he might he
Hey,
might
that's
be
what's
an
up.
Aquarius. Yeah, it's coming out. He might be an Aquarius.
Hey, come on, come on. Man, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Okay. 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 So getting into this ick conversation about Sagittarius. So I'm curious to see what you say about this. So the biggest thing that I've heard that people dislike about Sagittarius is that they're free spirited, but to the point where they can come across as um, not aloof as compared to Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius is free spirit too, and I think maybe we can come across a little bit as aloof. But with Sagittarius, the complaint that I've heard is that people say that sign is all about freedom to the point where nothing else matters almost. So like it's like, hey, you get in where you can fit in. If you going if I go here, go there, you can follow me, cool. If you don't follow me, cool. So so what would you say? Do you think that describes you in most Sagittarians?
I mean, I would say a Sagittarius is definitely I mean, it's true like some of the things that you said, but I mean, I think the key thing is like, we just kind of want our time, but at the same time, like
Mm-hmm.
we want you to kind of understand us. And like that's where the conflict kind of comes in, where okay, you don't kind of understand like why we want like our freedom or like that time to
Mm,
ourselves. So like, if people try to like, go against that or like question that or like why are you acting like that? That's just us. It's a Sagittarius, baby. Like, we like our we don't like to be confined to anything. We
yeah,
like our
that's true.
time, we like our
Hmm.
freedom. But I mean, we are deeply loyal people. I can't
I agree.
imagine like a
Hmm.
more loyal zodiac sign. So it's overflowing with loyalty over here with a Sagittarius. So the show is
Yeah,
water.
right. Hey, hey, I mean, I can't argue with that. I can't. And okay, so you brought up something interesting too. So you said you want people to understand when you need space and things like that. So have you always alerted the person that, hey, I need the space, or is it more so like, hey, you should know me and you should know I need the space? And look, I'm laughing hard because that's me. I used to be me. I'm like, I can't even fault you if that's your train of thought because I've been guilty of that before. It's like, okay, well, you know me, you should know. And then I had to look back and it's like, well, damn, I really didn't say what it was that I needed.
I'm gonna admit we don't give no warning, no email, no text message, no headlights, no anything.
Nothing.
It's just coming, it's coming. I'm sorry.
That's
Like
it.
when yeah, you just gonna have to deal with it. And I know I still want to go back to that. Like I want you to understand why we need that time,
Hmm.
but even though you don't have no warning when it's coming, like hey, leave me alone. I still want you to understand. So yeah, like I agree. Like it's not like always the fairest mindset to other people who have to deal with us. But
Hmm.
if you kind of like just I know you need that time, like I know it's just random,
Hmm.
when you have like the feelings like okay, I just it's too much on me, or I don't feel like dealing with nobody right now, you
Right.
know. Um, so it's like once you can sense it, if you can sense it, because like we'll definitely let you know, like or give you clues so you can sense it. If we start acting like a little angrier than usual. Like nothing like
Mhm.
bipolar angry, but you
But yeah,
know,
just
and yeah,
a different vibe.
just a little like less nice than we normally would be. So that's the clue to leave us alone. So
Okay. Okay. Hey, it's so it's more of uh, a vibe, or so it sounds like you're saying you're not totally leaving the person in the dark. You're probably giving some maybe body language or some unspoken cues that hey, I need my space.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so I
Okay.
mean, well, sometimes we will warn you, but I mean, I wouldn't count on that all the time. So it does come like at its random times. Like we could have a bad day at work, or somebody cut us off on the highway. Like if something like that
Mm-hmm.
happened, like I don't want
Right.
to deal with nobody for the rest of the day.
Right. Right. You just done.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So Sagittarius, if I'm remembering this correctly, y'all have a nickname that I think is is disrespectful, but at the same time, it's kind of cool to, in my opinion. I've never heard of another zodiac sign have this kind of name. So, have you heard of people calling Sagittarius a Sagitterrorist?
What? Where they come from?
I'm telling you, bro. Look it up. It's a thing. It's a thing. People
that
say, yeah, they call them Sagitterrorist, and I'm like, oh, okay.
that that's a first for me. I've never heard that. I mean,
Really?
fortunately, I haven't given a reason for anyone to like direct it
Right.
towards me. But yeah, that's interesting. A Sagittarius. I mean, terrorists. Like
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah. I've heard that name before, and I'm like, oh, okay. Dang,
I
that's
mean, I
serious.
ain't gonna lie. Like I met some other crazy Sagittariuses out there. It could get up there. Like even me, I'm thinking like, whoa, this person. But I can understand it. Like I totally get it. Like because we
Yeah.
like
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, a Sagittarius. Like yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so that's what I was going to ask you too. Is I know you alluded to this a little bit in the beginning, but and I guess this is a two-part question. Do you think that there are any differences between the November and December Aquarians, Lord, I'm sorry, Sagittarians, and also what is your interaction with Sagittarius? Like, do you usually get along with them right off the bat? Because some people say it's a mixed bag, like they don't get along with their sign.
From what I've heard and experienced, like November Sagittariuses are a little more laid back than we
Mm,
normally are. Like I would say a
mhm,
Sagittarius is very laid back, very, very cool. But like, we do have highs and lows, but the December that Sagittarius is like way more like the vibe is more with us versus the November
mm.
ones. So
Okay.
like yeah, they're definitely more laid back than we are, December Sagittarius, which maybe I'm kind of close to that November because like my birthday is like always after
In the beginning.
Thanksgiving. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
maybe that's where I get it from, but definitely
Huh.
those Novembers are laid back.
Huh.
Um, yeah.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah, because to me, you've always had that kind of a chill vibe. And I it's funny because I would never test it, of course, but I can't see you really getting upset. But I know that the ones that seem chill like that, to me, those are the people you really don't want to cross because if they lose it, and I mean, you just got to run for cover.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. You know, maybe
They be having
not.
big blow
Yeah,
ups, right?
it happens. But you know, I'm yeah, maybe not. I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay. maybe a few blow ups back there. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, shoot, people they'll get on your
get
nerves.
nerve. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they will. Yeah, and the good thing is, I feel like our blow ups for the most part weren't documented because social media wasn't really popping off
right.
in our younger days. So I'm so grateful for that because if social media was out when I was in college, yeah, it'd be some stuff floating around that I wouldn't want. Probably.
Yeah, that's true. I remember, like, yeah, like barely having Facebook. Like, oh wow, what is Facebook? And there was something I called like College Club. It was like all kind of like little,
Yeah,
yeah,
remember
like
that?
little, like social media sites, but they're never to the point like it is now, where like stuff
Mm-mm.
makes news and
Yeah,
trending and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, yeah, I definitely understand.
yeah, yeah. I can totally see that. Okay, okay. So one of the segments I have on the show is called "Take You With Me." So for this segment, my question to you is: which zodiac sign has, in your opinion, the most horrible ick, and what is the sign, and what is their ick?
I think Aries has the most horrible ick, and it's funny because
Okay.
like most of my best friends like are either fire signs, which is like Sagittarius, Aries,
Hmm.
and
Leo.
Yeah, Leos. All of my
Hmm.
best friends are like fire
Really?
signs, and like other people that are important to me also, which is crazy, are Aquariuses. That
Hey.
those signs are very
Oh,
important to me as well.
yeah.
But Aries, dang, actually Leos. No, I'll take that back. Aries, like they're a little weird. I can't describe it, but like they're it like they can like jump on you with the quickness. So, if you
Yeah.
don't do something that they want like right away when they ask for it, like that's gonna be a problem. So, that's their ick. If they tell you to do something, you best believe you better do it, or if not, it's not gonna be
It's gonna
good
be
for you.
problems.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's gonna be some
Oh.
problems. It's gonna be some furniture moving, some you
Oh.
know, some
Yeah.
unread texts. It's gonna be some
Right. Right.
ghosting. Like yeah, like Aries, like they. You don't want to mess with no Aries.
Yeah. And I did earlier this season. I did an Aries episode, and that's the biggest thing I hear about them too is that they're hot headed, their temper. Um, and yeah, I have some people in my family that are Aries, and my grandmother was an Aries, and oh boy, she, I mean, she's passed away now. This is my mom's mom, but she was she didn't have a problem letting you know if she disliked you or if she was upset. Yeah, she would let you know.
Yeah, I I agree. I agree. It's definitely they'll definitely let you know that they don't like you. Probably tell it to your face.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not.
exactly.
It's
Right.
not no like what they say now, like subtweets or
No,
subliminals. Like they'll
yeah.
definitely let you know.
I can respect that about an Aries. I guess on the flip side, that's something that I would say is maybe a good trait of theirs is that, like you said, they're not gonna be the subtweeter. They're gonna let you know to your face. You might not like it, but at least you know where they're coming from.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I definitely I could appreciate a person that'll let you know where they stand with you.
yeah.
I can
Hmm.
respect that 100%.
Right, right. And so let me ask you. So Lindsay, when is her birthday?
February 3rd, so she's an Aquarius.
Okay, that's okay. That's what I thought. I didn't want to be
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah.
but I have weird associations that I remember stuff with. So I because um how I remember, and I thought that was her birthday, and how I remembered it was I was like, oh, that's cool. They're both threes. that you and her are both threes. Because I've had a lady on here before, um, way back in the first season of this show, and she was talking about how if you're with somebody who is the same birthday as in the number, um, the compatibility that you share will even trump the astrological compatibility because you had that same birthday. So I thought that was really cool because it's like, okay, y'all both shared three, and then also, from what I've always read, Aquarius and Sagittarius is just that's a compatible match anyway. Um, and then plus that, so I was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, I can't explain it. Like, yeah, I think it definitely trumps like any other energy or whatever is
Hmm.
out there. Just that three, that holy trinity. Like, it
Hey,
definitely,
that's right.
yeah,
Yes,
there's
yes.
definitely something about it. So yeah, I definitely agree.
Huh. That's what's up. And so, do you think with the going back to what you mentioned earlier about the space and people just knowing when you need space, I feel like, and you correct me if I'm wrong or maybe a little bit off base here, but I would imagine with Lindsay, maybe that's not an issue too much because Aquarians, I think we're kind of natural loners and we also need space too to ourselves. So if you tell us or if we feel a vibe that you need space, we're cool with that. At least long as we know you're not going away and you're coming back and all that. So do you feel like she gives you that, like that space, maybe without having to convey it or speak about it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like we constantly communicate, and like you can see how I feel on my face. So if
Now that is true. I
I have
have
a hard
experienced.
time.
Yes, I've noticed that. Yes.
I have a hard time like of suppressing that. So like if like I've come through the door after work and like I'm had that face like I'm not feeling
Something's
anything
going
right
on.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it'll kick in like, okay, I need to give him some space, like, just for an hour or something before we start talking about
Hmm.
what we need to do around the house or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So going on the it could be the flip side or it could be a good thing too. So this segment is called redacted. So if you have a story that you can share, good or bad, from any zodiac sign that is your most memorable experience without mentioning their name, what would that experience be? Or what was the
Um
experience?
I mean, I would say it's several experiences. I mean, Aquarius
Okay.
is a winner right now. I mean, like how many of my like friends, like closest friends are Aquarius is my
Huh.
wife, like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the experience. Like
Right. Right.
that's
Hmm.
nothing really trumps that. So um yeah, that's that's probably what I can best like reference or come up with
Okay.
as far as like another zodiac sign.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. Okay. And so a couple of other Sagittarian things that I just want to get your opinion on to see if you agree or disagree with this. So Sagittarians, I feel like they're very, what's the word? Adventurous, but also nomadic. So I feel like a Sagittarius would be that sign where um, you could, you know, given that the financial situation is right and all that kind of stuff, you could easily probably pack up and just say, okay, I'm gonna go live in another state, and it's nothing. Like you just go, up, move here, go there. So do you feel like that's true?
Yeah, definitely.
Sagittarius.
Yeah, I mean, if my situation was different, or if it was like you know 10 years ago or something like that, like I've definitely had thoughts about like New York would be nice, or some random place like
Really? To live?
Zanzibar. Yeah, or at Zanzibar, Africa. Have you ever seen that? That's like real nice. But like,
Yeah, it is. I've never been, but I have seen it on TV. Yeah, or online. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely want to. Like, yeah, if my situation was different, like, I've had thoughts about like just packing up and leaving or something like that. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Huh. Huh. Okay. I was just curious because I've noticed that in several Sagittarians that I know, and even seeing those that I don't know, maybe like entertainers and things like that, they just seem to be very adventurous to the point where maybe to the outsider, it may even look reckless. Like, okay, you quit your job and now you backpacking in Tanzania. Like I have a yeah, like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, I have a friend who's a Sagittarius, close friend, and she, I mean, I admire it. I don't really think that I would be able to have that freedom mentally. Hopefully, one day I would. But she retired, and she had been saying like the last few years she was going to get out of the country, and she did it. And she's been gone for, I want to say, about 3 years, and she doesn't really have any intention on coming back. She might stay one place a few months, then the next place, she's hopping, going somewhere else. I'm like, dang, this, I just can't imagine uprooting myself so freely. Like, but that's an interesting trait to have. I think that's pretty cool.
Is she a December Sagittarius?
Uh, she's, if I'm not mistaken, she's November. Actually, I think.
Oh, because I
Let me
was about to
see. I'm gonna
say,
look it up.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
check.
the November Sagittarius is, and that's another thing I want to bring up too. November Sagittarius is like they're kind of contradictory of like wanting to experience new things. Like they kind of stick with
Mm.
what they like, and
Oh, okay.
December Sagittarius is, I would probably kind of say like we are the more adventurous ones. Like the November ones are just kind of like I'm gonna stick with what I like or what I know.
Huh.
Um, but at the same time, like I'm still like I might adventure out a little bit, but not too much. I don't know. I just kind of thought
Really?
about that. It might be interesting. Um,
That is interesting. Hmm. I never thought of that way because I just kind of, I guess I had always thought of Sagittarians as kind of like looping all together as far as their adventure seeking, things like that. But that's an interesting point. So you think that the December ones are more adventurous?
yeah, and the
Huh.
November ones are kind of a little bit more laid back.
Okay. Okay. And I'm trying to look here. I'm just looking to see because I want to say her birthday's. I have to find it, and when I find it, I'll tell you. But I think she's November, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I mean, I
And the
could be
reason,
wrong. I could
yeah,
be
no,
wrong,
no,
but
and it's not. I feel like it's not necessarily an absolute either. Of course, people are going to have different um, traits. I think too, like even their upbringing, their environment, and things. I think they kind of play into that too. But that's interesting. So now you're going to have me thinking. So I'm going to start looking at the adventure styles of November versus the December Sagittarians.
yeah.
That's what's up.
This is just from what I've seen. I mean, like you said, like of course people are different, but
Hmm.
it's just like just stuff that I've kind of noticed over years that I experienced life and whatnot.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, I can't believe we're already at the last segment of the show. But before we get to that, I'm just curious from your perspective, and I know we've touched on a few of the things already, but is there an ick or a thing about Sagittarius that you think other people would say, okay, this is top of my list, other than something that we've talked about already?
Uh Mm, I think like they probably think that like we are know-it-alls. Like,
Mm.
are you saying like other people would like a it that you
Hmm.
haven't mentioned
They would say. Hmm.
about Sagittarius? Like,
About
yeah,
right.
um, I def I've I've experienced that personally, like, and I've experienced that from other people, like other Sagittarius. It's kind of butting heads, like we're very dug in to our position or how we feel about something. We're definitely going
Hmm.
to let you know our opinion on something. And like, I would be darned if it's wrong. Like, prove me wrong. And
Right.
even if you
Right.
prove me wrong, I'm still right. I'm still right. I don't care. That's what probably the ick about Sagittarius is that other people have.
Okay.
That I feel like I've experienced from other people and that I've felt from other Sagittariuses.
Huh. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I've heard because people make all these lists and things about the zodiac, and so putting myself in that too, some of the same icks, I guess you could say. I've seen several lists where people will say when they talk about like intelligent zodiac signs, and then they'll also say on the flip side of the intelligence, those signs can appear as though they have a God complex almost. And so the ones that I always see at the top of that list are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini. Those
Um,
four, it seems like they always come up at the top of the intelligence list, but then also it may be most arrogant or most, too, that a lot of people think. Um, but I will say, Sagittarians are very intelligent, and I feel like if a Sagittarius tells me something, they usually have really good logic behind it. Which is interesting because to me that almost kind of contradicts the whole go with the flow, freedom, I'm here, I'm there. But when a Sagittarius, I feel like when they really give you like sound advice and things like that, it's usually coming from a pretty stable place in my experiences, I'll say.
but yeah, I'm gonna warn you. Like, be careful. Like the Sagittarius that you get advice from. Like, if they have a history of just like doing, like unsound things, like because they just feel
Oh
like
yeah.
it. That's probably a sign. They're probably really smart, but like I think there's like a book smart, and then there's like people that are like just so intelligent that like just regular common sense is like
Mhm.
beyond them. So you got to
Mhm.
be careful the advice that you get from. You
True.
probably got to know them really well. So I mean,
That's true.
that's just kind of us. Like, I mean, we are some contradictions. We have strong beliefs. Like sometimes we just gonna do what we feel.
Hmm.
Even if it's the wrong or the right time. Like,
He's gonna do it.
yeah, we we just gonna do it.
But y'all will do it, and it might be wrong, but y'all will own it.
Yeah, we'll
Most
definitely
times,
own it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
own it. You'd be like, okay, hey, it was wrong, but hey, that's what I wanted to do. So,
yeah.
okay, okay, all right. So hey, so we've officially gotten to the last segment of the show. So this is called Dead in the Water, and I do this on every episode. Um, so how this works is I give you five this or that questions, and instead of telling me the one that you like the best, you'll tell me the one that you would throw back in the water, or basically the one you like the least, is what you tell me.
Okay.
So, this first one, we have a platinum or gold. Which one are you getting rid of?
I'm getting rid of platinum. That the motherfuckers cost too much. So yeah, they can throw that in the water and flush the toilet, man. I don't want it.
It costs too much. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man.
Hey, all right,
It's
all right. So we're keeping
overrated.
the gold. All right.
Black
Oh,
and old gold. Yeah.
hey, right, and that too. That too. Yes. All right. Between these two superheroes, Aquaman or Thor, which one are you throwing away?
I'm gonna throw away Thor because I mean I kind of feel like God, what is the movie series that came out with Thor and
Oh,
Thanos and
the Avengers and
yeah, the Avengers,
okay,
like they
yeah.
making Thor look bad. So, because the Avengers are making Thor look bad, I'm gonna throw him away.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
he's gone. All right.
yeah.
Aquaman wins that one. All right. So I know that you work out a lot, so I'm curious to get your take on this. So when it comes to weightlifting, are you well, let me just give you these choices and you tell me which one you throw away. But more reps with less weight or more weight with less reps?
I would say I'm gonna throw away less weight with um more reps.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me backtrack. I think I'm confusing myself. Um I think I'll throw away less weight and like more reps because
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna try to push myself with more weight and
Okay.
less reps. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't really try to push yourself, you won't
Yeah,
like reach
gain more
past your
muscle.
goal. So I
Yeah.
mean, even though like you can have like the atrophy thing, like if you do kind of like less weight and more reps, but I'm trying to like push myself. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So between these two condiments, mustard or ketchup, which one are you getting rid of?
Ketchup, man, get out of here, man.
No ketchup, really? You don't like ketchup?
No, man. I mean,
Oh, okay.
like I've started eating like recently. Like it's funny that this came up. Like I would never eat like when I eat fries. Like I know most people would eat like would eat the ketchup with the fries. Like I would never do that for the longest.
Really?
But I just now started doing it. But yeah, between mustard and ketchup, I'm throwing the ketchup out of there.
Hey, mustard is gone. I mean, I'm sorry, ketchup is
Ketchup,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing is, so when I eat fries, to me, a really, really good fry doesn't need ketchup. Now, I don't dislike ketchup, but to your point, if the fry is really good, it doesn't need ketchup on it.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So it's the last one: tequila or bourbon. If you had to throw away one of these liquors, which one would it be?
I'm throwing away tequila, man, because like I done had too many throw up events with tequila.
Listen, man. Oh, yeah, I'm
Bourbon,
with you on that.
bourbon is smooth and easy. Like have a nice cigar.
Yeah.
Depends on the kind that you get, but yeah, I think tequila is more if you just trying to like get messed up, and like bourbon if you just trying to chill out.
Hmm.
So I'm throwing
My
away
worst
tequila.
hangovers have been tequila induced
Yes.
hangovers.
And
Yeah.
I went to Mexico. I went to Cabo one time, and like I've seen like just all kind of crazy tequilas, like coffee tequila, Coca-Cola tequila. I
Mm.
was like, what? Like, no, man.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, if
Wait,
you
so
ever
the
get
Coca Cola is the tequila?
it,
It's like
yeah,
actual Coke. What's it?
it's some kind of Coca-Cola tequila. Like I've never seen anything like that. Like I gotta send you the name of this tequila shop in Cabo, when I find it. But yeah, like if you ever have a chance to go, like go to that spot, you'll definitely
Okay.
enjoy yourself.
Huh. Okay. Because I've been to Mexico, but I haven't been to, well, other than kind of passing through it, I haven't been to Cabo. But yeah, I would like to try that. Uh, Tequila, Coca Cola. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Okay, well, in closing, is there anything that you want to leave with the viewers and the listeners, or anything you maybe want to share with people on how to deal with Sagittarius? Anything like that?
You know what? Just let us be free. Like we're gonna be loyal. You know, we're probably gonna be the best friends,
Hmm.
best whatever you've ever experienced. But you know, sometimes we're gonna be a little like just aloof. You know, but we'll try to warn you. But like if but you'll see patterns in it. Like once you pick up on that, like you're good to go. You know, you're good.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, hey, well, thank you again, Carlin, and again, congratulations. I can't wait
Appreciate
to
it.
meet my nephew, my Aquarian nephew. Sounds like it's gonna be. So,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, that's what it's looking like.
yeah, yeah. But yes, thank you again for coming on, and thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you're at this point of the podcast, and again, if you've not already done so, please subscribe, and also make sure that you go and follow Carlin as well on social media. K Strather again is his IG handle, and on most of the other social media platforms too. So until next week, peace.
Peace. Yeah, follow me, man. I only had like 3 followers, like my mom and
Not
my.
three. Y'all go follow him. Yes, right now. Hit it. Hit that follow button.
Yeah.